that's in the whole little
Yeah,
situation, are they
just
not?
like we talking in the bubble right now. I know most of you motherfuckers gonna go with Trump, but they ain't gonna really tell nobody. At least you come up with you speak your speaking points, and still no reason. Trump gonna win. If he don't, it's still gonna be a problem. That's all I'm saying. He didn't win the last one. He's still
See, I
capable of
feel
talking.
like, but see, you saying my nigga only gonna win it because he got shot at,
You
and
brought
that.
that up, brother. You brought that up.
Nah, bro. You said that that's why he was gonna win.
Look. Do you believe when when I was actually watching it live? That's the thing about me. I watch it live. This I like update. I got a fire stick. Literally, if it's a breaking news in the U.S., I'm gonna go to China, Russia, Pakistan, and see what they say. It's always different propaganda, but America is different. You know why? Because they control their media. They know how to make shit go dark. That's a fact on that one. We learned that from the '60s, brother. COINTELPRO, all that. Trump gonna win because you know what? I guess it's a change. But I'll be glad when like people 40, 50 going for president. We
But
got
now, what
these
makes
80
you
year
okay? So now here's the thing. Kamala Harris ain't no slouch right now. You saying it
yeah,
like this bitch ain't. You saying it like this bitch ain't got no power, and this bitch got power right now. Do
yeah,
you feel me?
she
Now?
do.
This lady, this
She
woman
had
has
power. She was
power
locking
right
a lot
now.
of black folks up. She was locking a lot of black folks
Nah,
up. So
fuck all
she
of
was
that,
definitely a
bro.
prosecutor.
Listen, they don't
She
even,
was
they don't
definitely a
even, listen,
prosecutor.
don't, none of that even matter. You saying it like she ain't who she is, and she is who she is. This is the vice president right now. She does have a team. Do you see all these people in the chat that's talking about they go that she's really with the bullshit?
Okay, what bullshit you talking about,
She's
man?
she listen. She's finna go against Trump. So the same shit that you're
Who?
sitting here saying, nigga, why did they try to shoot you? Why are you in all of these indictments? Fuck it, we ain't even finna talk about that because I got a whole
But
infrastructure deal over here that I'm trying to place and build all of this. What do you have going on?
okay, the only reason why people love Trump, look, you have a talking point, but all I'm saying is I'm just looking at both sides. I don't really give a fuck. Just like everybody in the bubble don't give a fuck. As soon as the election over, we're gonna continue to work 9 to 5, getting our money on, and we're gonna be individualized. That's a fact. Negroes don't give a fuck about no voting because we know it ain't
No,
good
see,
for
this is
them.
what you don't understand. A lot of the shit that's been put on Kamala Harris has been dispelled on her. A lot of that shit that you thinking that people wasn't fucking with her for, and they finally got the real, like you feel me, the real info on it and how it's been presented now. That's not the same woman from 4 years ago.
You
This
right.
lady ain't no, she's not
You're
no
right,
chump, bro.
but you know how people like to use the past. They be trying to
She's
like
not worried about none
highlight
of
their
that. They
pleasure.
tell her she's not black and all kinds of shit, and she don't give a fuck.
Trump literally said you in
It
now
doesn't
Trump is
matter what he said. This
Trump
is a
is
black
dead.
woman running for president. Do you understand what
And
that
I,
is?
I understand what it
This is a
is.
black woman running for president. She has just as much clout, a whole clout move, just as much as he got with the shooting shit.
Look, she won't get clout unless people unify. She
That
won't get
nigga, you
clout.
think they ain't? You hold on, hold on. So as much Trump haters there out there, you don't think that they vote trying up? Ain't that what happened with Biden?
Man, people don't like Biden, evidently, right?
But how did Biden get there?
By a vote. That's a fact on that one. Yeah. Remember, Obama, Vice President, Biden became president. Obama supporting Kamala Harris, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's about we the people. It's about the votes. The time has changed. This shit, humanity is getting weird. It's getting weird. You got Elon Musk giving this nigga $45 million a month. Are you fucking kidding me? The promotion goes,
Give me who 45 million
man,
a month.
Elon Musk, come on, man. Elon Musk, guarantee Trump got some major
No, bro,
votes.
no, bro. Go get that. Go get that. If you know, where did you
Yeah, I
pull that
heard
from?
that too.
Man, that's a fact.
Yeah,
Soon as you
I
got
definitely did
look,
hear that.
soon as you got assassinated, not even 30 minutes later, Elon Musk was saying he support Trump. He's funding. He giving him 40 something $million to help on his campaign.
Devious.
And
You
That's a
heard of
fact
that,
on that.
DVS?
listen, everybody's saying it. They seeing it. I'm okay. Y'all
Yeah, I
look,
did
y'all.
hear it.
Yeah,
That's a fact. But look,
yeah.
the money
Elon
talk.
Musk.
Bush,
Elon Musk did. I don't know the exact number, but he did vow to give him that much. But he's still not beating her in. Excuse me. He's still
That's
not beating her in campaign earnings. Like she's probably got him by. I think the last time I seen it, almost 100 million.
Just 100 million.
And he having a dinner
Devious.
out here in
Just 100
California next
that
million.
ain't
week.
shit, Bumpy.
He charging 500,000 per couple per plate, per couple for a dinner out here in California
Up your
next
way, huh,
week.
Rosetta?
Trump.
Yeah, yeah.
But the
She
thing
did that
about it is,
too. Like when she first got on. I guess it's Silicon Valley or whatever. That's where the money at, and they go up there and do those huge dinners and charge those people that much money, and they come out and support.
500,000. That's 250,000 for one plate of food.
Yeah.
And
And guess what's going on, Lorette, Rosette? I'm sorry, a whole bunch of bargaining. Hey,
right.
I'll pay for this plate, but
hey,
when you get in office, this is what I'm looking for.
say that again.
mm-hmm.
Bargaining.
I said,
If you
I
give
said they're
somebody
in there,
40
they're,
something, go ahead.
I said they're in there paying that money because they're going in there bargaining with these people. I'm gonna give you this money, but when you get in there, this is what I need.
Favor for a favor.
Yep.
Yeah. This is where policies get created. Literally. Let that sizzle.
Yes, and that's what hi everybody. Shout out to the honey side. Yeah, that's what we don't have though as a collective, just to put it out.
What don't we
When
And
you,
what
have?
would that mean, man?
Well, you know how like other groups like the Chinese and whoever else, you know what I'm saying, they have a financial backing and we don't have that as a black community.
we
We
do
talking
have
about
black
the
think tank.
president though.
Uh-uh.
There's no unity. Look.
But we do
But there's
have.
Not,
no unity,
no,
and
no,
that's
no,
what
no,
that
no.
was my point.
Let me say this.
I
Go ahead.
was talking about what he was talking about. I was backing what he was talking about. There's no unity in that regard as far as financial.
But going back to what you were saying, like these special interest groups, you know there are black special interest groups that's going to be at those dinners as well. Now I don't know if they
Yes, of
represent what
course.
you represent.
Yeah, yes, of
Then,
course. But I'm sure they don't represent us as a collective.
but you know a small interest group, whatever your fight is, all that consists of is a bunch of people that think like you to get together and pay for that ticket. Not not
Exactly.
that
Oh
not
yeah, of
that two
course.
hundred not that 250,000 ticket. I'm not suggesting that. But what I'm saying.
Right, that part, because I'm sure none of us can afford
Yeah,
that.
but what I'm saying is that special interest groups are not always big like the NRA or this like that. It's small people that put money together because campaigns cost money. And although we say as the black community we want them to do X, Y, and Z for us because they're whatever their race is, but what moves everything is money. So once you get
Right.
them enough money in a pack together to get in front of their face, that's
Uh
when it
huh.
becomes serious.
Exactly. That was my point.
Yeah.
But if you have one person that black folks like and we get behind them or her collectively, then you able to like push policies like when I'm in office or whatever it may be. We don't have one person we can say that got our best interests in heart as 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 people of color. I'm gonna put it like that one. We
But
can
that's
talk. Go ahead.
no. Go ahead, Solo. I'll cut you off.
No, that's my point. We don't got the collective. We 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 tend to want to talk our way to freedom, but don't
But I think
understand
what But I think what it is that our best interest is a loaded question, right? Because
exactly.
what's good for me as a black person in California may not be good for Bumpy. I mean, well, we in California may not be good for you in Detroit, right? So all
Mhm.
all of us don't are not on the same pages of what we need. Like, so it's kind of hard to say as a collective that black people, have one person to speak for us because it's kind of hard to think that way because there's not one person that's speaking for white people, right?
You're
You got
right.
a whole bunch of people, or you don't have one person necessarily, even with the Latino community in their groups. They have some people that are anti immigration. You have another group of Latinos that's fighting for open borders. So it's so many different types of people that are fighting different causes that affect them all. So
I agree with
one
that.
person being our
I
leader,
agree
I
with
don't I
that.
don't know if I fall for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
but all cultures. I'm just gonna put this out there. I hope I don't offend nobody. But people of color, we have a tendency of not really having a unity based mindset. We always talk about other people's unity besides ours. That's my thing. We need to give it a chance. Like we can't even figure out what one person that can whatever represent Michigan or just one group.
You niggas keep saying this people of color shit like we the only motherfuckers out here, bro. Like it's it's
When I
it's
say
all about
people of
the
color,
I
people.
so despise that term. Keep it G. Straight up, I hate that term. People
That
of
shit is
color. Get
crazy.
the fuck
It's
out of
like
here.
it's all about the
Get out of
American
here
people,
with that
bro.
people of
You
color
This
got
is a
the
shit.
new way
hey,
to call
you
me a
got the
nigga.
look,
you
this
got the
look,
lower class,
look,
bro, and you got the class that's working, bro. Like, I don't understand all this,
exactly.
like, people not looking out for, like, bro, when are you gonna look? I mean, think about self. What you supposed to do for yourself to look out for yourself instead of trying to blame it on these motherfuckers running for president and saying these black people ain't got the financial backing because, no, bro, we fuck with people. Like you're not gonna have no
Yeah, we know
relationships
that.
with just black folks and think it's just gonna be all good because it's niggas that'll do you dirty just like white folks. Like all this our
Exactly.
community shit, bro. Like man, I'm not in the fucking black community no more. I stay with amongst everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I group myself as everybody, not just a black person. You know what I'm saying? That's just my skin color. Like fuck that. I'm with the working class man. That's why I don't vote, cause you niggas don't know what you talking about sometimes.
That's the crazy thing about opinion. That's opinions keep the country or the world divided because everybody got opinions. We know we just living our lives, working a 9 to 5, raising our families, raising our children, and being that. Individuals always gonna
No,
come
it's
first.
not just the opinion, bro. It's the motherfuckers who get mad because they don't agree with your opinion and try to make it seem like it's something wrong with you because you believe something they don't.
Yeah, all that is disagreeing with their opinion. So therefore, they're gonna create a narrative, whereas they may be right, but we just shut down, be like, okay, we can agree to disagree.
Yeah, but that's not what y'all do when it comes to this politics shit.
Yeah, politics, Negroes don't give a fuck about no politics. We living our lives because we know how to hustle. American nigga for real.
Nah, y'all niggas care about these politics. That's why as soon as somebody say who they voting for, y'all niggas go crazy.
Get your panties out your ass.
Hey, keep it G. What is that they say you don't talk about religion, politics, and I forgot the other thing.
And yo, bitch.
Yeah,
You
people,
know what I'm
people,
saying though? Like, cause it just gets you
yeah,
so much in the uproar. It's like gang banging on the political level.
yeah, it does.
Say that again, keep it G. That's keeping the G for real.
Cause I remember when motherfuckers you didn't ask that shit. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, you just did what you did. Like, you
You
know what I'm
didn't even,
saying?
yeah, you couldn't even say who you was voting for back in the day. Like people wouldn't even ask. That was like a sign of a no no.
Yeah, it was kind of like a
Yeah.
personal question. People would look
Definitely
at you like,
remember
"How
those
dare
days.
you ask me that question?"
And
But
just
that shit
like
right
a
there
motherfucker
start
back
an
in the day
argument.
working back in the days, working on the corner, and the motherfucker come up to you, man, what you feel about Ronald Reagan? Nigga, war on drugs. It ain't stopping us though. Let that sizzle.
And I do like political conversation, but I like it when it's evenly exchanged, people
Mhm.
sharing ideas. I don't really like to get into the you stupid if you vote for this person or all of that type of stuff because I learn from listening to other people's viewpoints.
Mhm.
AOL is real. That's a fact. Salute.
Yo, DVS, I never understood why people say like you stupid for voting for this person, voting for that person. Like at the end of the day, like it's our right to vote. So like regardless of who we pick, we just exercising our right. Indigenous girl, I see you come up, Mike. Go ahead. I'm about to go out anyway. Oh, well, I'm gonna just finish my point. But yeah, like when people be like, "Oh, who you voting for? Who you voting for?" I usually don't answer that shit because it's like, all right, bro, like like that's kind of my business who I'm voting for. I'm voting in my interest.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I hate to say it, but F the collective
Then
shit.
don't say it. No, I'm just playing.
Fuck the collective shit. Like the collective ain't paying my bills. The collective
Mhm.
ain't buying me no house. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you just gotta serve self and do
Hey,
better for
look.
yourself.
You see my point? 1, 2, 3 versus 3, 2, 1ism. Just like you just we don't talk about politics. Black folks don't like to talk about politics. We just live in life because it don't matter who we vote for. The the situation can be the same or you can choose to make it different. That's a fact. It's hard to have look, come on man, they already destroyed the unity movement.
Even with that, like I don't like that all black people hate talking about politics mindset. Cause not all black people like don't like talking about it. Some black
I'm
people
talking
like
about
the politics.
humanity. I'm talking about people in general.
So you saying the majority isn't interested? Is that what you're
But
saying?
we not, because you know why? Because
You
we still
not.
paying. Look, brother. And look. You was quick to respond to the instead of
I mean,
AOL.
you saying this we word like it's French or some shit.
I'm speaking indirectly to you, brother. All I'm saying, I'm speaking on people that make choices in their life. They rather go to work, take care of their children, take care of their family, and just be honorable and have dignity. Live their life. We the people. We the people vote. It doesn't change anything. If it does, we don't feel it because we gonna do what we gonna do anyway. Survive. That's a fact on that one.
Eric, one thing I say is that when growing up, we was like you said that group think. That's what I thought until I start owning a home, working, right, seriously career wise, and start really making things that really made sense for me, right. And so some of the stuff that people would say, I want this, I want that, or we should do this, we should do that, and I was like, that don't make sense to me, right. And so I just started looking at stuff from, like you said, from the perspective which what works well for me. And I don't have to go and tell other people that you should vote my way because I don't know what helps you, And so that's just how I keep it, even beyond the president, just everything, right? I try my best to read on them. Like in LA again, they're doing the rent control thing. When it came up the first time, um, asking about rent control, people voted no on it, and it's horrible. So now let's see. I want to see this time around if people going to pay attention to those to that because or your own interest. If you renting an apartment or whatever, a house, that might be important for you to, if even if you don't vote for the president, to say
Yeah, they
no.
inquire about that motherfucker.
There you go.
So I want
Just
to
like,
ask you. I'll go ahead.
go ahead, Eric. No, 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 I'm done. Go ahead.
I was about to get into some whole other shit. So like, all right, I remember last time I voted for president. Wasn't it like the whole ballot was filled with like local people as well? Because I remember like I didn't know half the names on that damn ballot when I voted. Is that just like that in Illinois? Or is that for everywhere else?
Yeah,
Like you get.
usually around,
That's everywhere,
usually,
bro.
yeah, this time of the year, you're gonna, like, for instance, let's talk about Georgia for a minute. Not only that is important for the president, but everybody that's mad at Fannie Willis, or Fannie Willis, however way you say her name, she's up for re-election. So, and then you already got our competition that's saying if I get in there, I'm ending this YSL case. So you got a lot of judges that's going up. Some of the governors, it might be their time to go up. Some of the senators, it might be their time to go up. So yeah,
But I say that to say this, right? When people say like we got to start with the local shit, that local shit is in the presidential shit. So like
yeah,
you kind of, I mean, you kind of got to have it both ways. I don't know.
yeah, you're right. It's just, what, the local is harder if you don't pay. If with the general election, you're gonna hear that all day long, right? But for the stuff locally, they don't too much talk about it too much unless it's something like big, like keep it G. You from California, so you remember when marijuana legalization of marijuana was a big thing
Right,
here, right?
right.
Or when gay marriage was a big thing here, right? Those are big things that everybody talks about, so you'll hear those. But it's some little stuff that we don't pay attention to, or even keep it G. Remember the bags when we had to vote if we wanted to get rid of plastic
And
bags?
now we pay 10
Right,
cents
yeah.
per fucking
You know what I'm
bag.
saying?
That part.
Yeah. So some of that stuff is so big that we hear about it, right? It's just as big as the general election, but it's a lot of stuff that be on there that we don't pay attention to. And they're not spending big campaign dollars to promote these things that they hope that the people don't pay attention to it so it can get through.
Can I ask a question to the stage? What what should we pay attention to when we voting?
Everything that has something to do with you and your everyday living.
Far as what? For example, like what?
Okay, I'll give you an example of myself. Because I'm a homeowner, they get a lot of propositions where they're talking about, do you want to donate to the parks and recreation? Do you want to spend this type of money to do this or do that? It looks good on paper, but then when I read a little bit more of it, they say they're going to add X amount to your property tax.
Mm.
That's important to me. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, no. Okay. Now, to a person that have children, and they want their kids to go to the park and play and they don't care about more in their property tax, then of course they're going to say yes. So things like that is important to me.
That was fucking great. I love learning in here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hot damn!
And you
That was
know what? Another thing that I learned this over this weekend. My cousin, she is part of the fraternity. What is it? The Kamala
AKA,
Party, the
AKA.
AKA. Yeah. So they're pushing the voting thing and everything. So she sent me the link and she said, just check to see if you registered because they've been removing people off of the registration. How about I've been registered at my grandma's house for years. How about I'm not registered when I went to go look? It said I wasn't
oh,
registered.
Reese, you in
So,
Philly, aren't you?
yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to jump on that. There's been a lot of crooked stuff been going on. Um,
So I don't know. They saying something like that it was a law that was passed somewhere like if you don't vote in every election, they removing you now.
oh yeah, Did you go to? But she told you where to go, right? To
Yeah,
clear
she
that
sent
up.
me the link. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the link,
Yeah.
with the link, you can see if you registered, and if you're not registered, it give you the opportunity to register right there online. So I
Now
got my
imagine.
text message yesterday, saying that it was alright, like I was registered.
See, it's a lot of dirty games that's being played.
Yep.
Philly is one of the of Philly, Pennsylvania,
Pennsylvania,
not Philly.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's a battleground state, and it's a lot of games that's been playing. They were complaining about the governor because he was doing early voting, and they were saying they should count the votes before the election day. And he said they're not going to do that. Did you hear anything about they were trying to pass where you had to have ID to vote?
Yep, yep. You got it. Yep.
Yeah,
I heard that too.
that's another thing.
Yep.
And then what you said is true because I'm glad I heard it from somebody that's actually in that state. People are being removed from the voting thing, and it, like I said, could you imagine if you went down there and they said, "Well, we'll give you a provisional ballot," which means they're gonna count that, afterwards.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy. But I'm gonna put the link in the chat too, guys, so you can check anywhere, any state you live in, just in case.
that's
But
crazy.
yeah, that is crazy. I
Hold
remember
on.
when
So Miss Reese, you saying they gonna kick y'all out the state if y'all don't register? Or did I hear that wrong?
yeah, no, what they did was they removed me from register. Like I've been registered like damn near since I was 18, and I ain't never had a problem with registration. It was sometimes that my grandma would call me and be like, "Where you at?" Like, my name is on the thing. I wasn't going to all the all voting every time. I would just probably do like the presidential election or something. And just so happened this time when she told me that my cousin told me to check, the thing came up and said I wasn't registered to vote. And I'm like, that's impossible. I went and I checked like 3 times. I redid it like 3 times just to make sure I was putting all the information in. And sure enough, it was like, nope, you're not registered to vote. So it don't kick you out the state or nothing. It just removed me from voting. So when the election would have came around, if I didn't check, I would have went down there and my name wouldn't have been on the list. And
That's
knowing me, it
wild.
probably would have been a whole situation. Yeah.
That is
That's
crazy.
crazy. Ain't that crazy? They playing dirty.
Hey, we need to see if we could get Trump or Kamala Harris up in this piece on the 100 side clubhouse. Oh, no confidence, no confidence.
Yeah, I'm gonna send her an email and get her on here.
Hey, look,
You gotta
look.
present them with a
Hey,
ready
hey,
for
the vote
You can't
proposal.
matters.
even get her to do an interview.
They go
Yeah,
to
you
the
gotta
Breakfast
present them
Club
with
all
an
the time.
RFP.
Hold up, I'll be right
Yeah,
back. That phone.
yeah,
What'd
you
you
need an
say, Empress?
RFP for that. I was saying that you would have to present them with an RFP, a ready for proposal, explaining to them why Clubhouse would be a good medium to market, well not market, but basically there's marketing for the voting and stuff like that to gather votes and shit like that. It had to make a great explanation for that shit for them to even consider it. But a ready for proposal is the same thing you would use for like land trust and shit, stuff like that, or like interviews and stuff like that.
Mm.
LV, what you feel about the debate tonight?
I'm finna text her and tell her to get on Clubhouse.
Mm, I'm gonna have to see, but we already know it's gonna be a wash. Trump ain't lost a debate yet, so it'd be a surprise if he does this time.
All right. We got like mixed views in here. Some people think Kamala going, she gonna get up there and do her thing, and Trump, he gonna come with the shenanigans, and I don't know. It's a must
I
see
tell you,
show though.
absolutely, it's gonna be must see.
Do you think it'll even matter though?
I think I think because Rosetta, there are still, believe it or not, some people on the fence. They said it's like they're looked at independent vote. and the race is so close, right? And so there's still people on the fence. Like, for instance, you have Republicans that are just like, you know what? I ain't really feeling what Donald Trump is doing, but I don't know if I can vote for her. Then you also have Democrats that are now saying that they're independent, and it's like, I don't really like Trump, but what is it that she has to offer? And just like somebody said, her not making herself available for interviews is keeping a lot of people in limbo about what it is that she really going to offer, right? So maybe tonight somebody will say something, maybe it'll solidify that's why I'm voting for Trump, or that's why I'm voting for her, or maybe these independents that, Robert Kennedy is not going, he's not in the race, so maybe some of those people it'll sway them. Because I mean, there's the margin of error with them too. It's like
Do you know
it's
what it
a
is?
razor
Like who's in
thin.
the lead?
No, they're almost at a dead heat.
They really
I think she,
are. Like yesterday, it was like at first she was in the lead, but then last night they said it was like 40. He was at 49 and she was at 48 or something. It was
yeah,
like neck and neck. Yep.
yeah. Every other day, it goes up and down. At one point, she was at 50%, and he was at 49. So it's like, and then like, like that's why I was asking Solo about Georgia. Not Georgia, about Detroit, because Detroit is one of Michigan. I keep saying the cities. Michigan is one of those places where Michigan, Pennsylvania, um, Georgia, Arizona, North Carolina, uh, Nevada, those states is gonna make a big difference. Because if he lose a couple of them and she lose a couple, it's going to determine early on election night. You see some of those states early, like on your side of town, Reese, early. It might be tied in Pennsylvania on election day, but like that's what I'm gonna be looking at. Georgia, North Carolina, see if he can, if they who's gonna take or keep those states, if she can hold on to uh, Minnesota, Wisconsin, if she can steal Nevada, if he can maintain Arizona. So I think this is going to be the closest race that I've seen.
What are you looking forward to them talking about tonight,
I
Devious?
want I want to hear Kamala Harris really talk all of the things that they said that she's not equipped to foreign policy, the economy, border. I want to hear some concrete answers with her. I want to hear what's her policies and what it is that she's going to do, and basically policies. I want to hear some policies. I don't want to see her back down, right? I want to see her when he says little slights here and there. I want her to be able to show that she has the ability to counteract, right? And that's pretty much it. That's the two things. I want to hear her policies. I like some of the stuff she said in the past. I've seen old interviews of things and how she talked. She's not talking about certain things that I wish she would, but I guess she's playing it safe. But I just want to see how she communicates tonight.
Hey, I think
So
it's gonna
you
be like
think
a
her get,
Anybody
Obama.
else? What at y'all stage? What y'all looking
so
for?
you
To
think her
LV, what you
getting
say?
four more, you think her getting 4 more years is gonna be different than the 3.5 she been in?
I don't know.
I think it's gonna be like a bubble.
When you're the coach and an assistant coach, it's two different things, right? So when you're the assistant coach, you might have some plays that you want to run, but if you're not the coach, you can't run those plays. If you're not the head coach, you can give them suggestions, but you can't run them plays.
That was fucking
So
great.
But it's more so
so
the
when
failed policies they had.
DVS for president.
You see, she switched everything to Trump policies now. She been copying him.
uh come on, LV, let's be fair about those conversations because your boy Donald Trump been flipping on abortion every other day.
So you telling
So
me
they
she didn't
both
say she was going to close the border and now she's trying to build a wall?
And did he say that he was going to get rid of abortion to the states, and then all of a sudden he said he was going to change that policy too in Florida, the 6 week thing?
So one policy versus all. Oh, she
No,
ain't really even got no policies on her page to go over. So
but see, you just moved the goalposts. You said she changed the policies. Now you saying she don't have none. Have you been on her website lately?
of course she just put them on there, but
Okay, so you just said so. This is what I'm not gonna go Trump for Kamala. I'm not gonna do that. That's not fair
but
to the
how
floor.
many?
Hey,
She
she got
just
the
got the two policies she had after she did that interview. What she was talking about, and they ain't
Well,
even go extensive into detail. It's very vague.
okay. So this is what I ask you. I'm not going Trump for Kamala. Them two can fight for themselves. They're gonna do that in a couple of hours. The person that you voting for, and I would assume is Donald Trump. Has he told you the things that you need to hear to make you want to vote for him?
He hopped on a phone call.
I
I
have
guess Trump. Oh,
I
there you
have
go.
4 years under him to show me
No, no, no,
everything
no,
I need
no.
to know.
I'm asking you is,
His
did
policies
he?
didn't really change much from last time he ran.
Okay, so then that's all that matters, right? If
Yeah,
if
but her
if if
policies
the
is changing every day.
but it don't matter to you though, do it? Because that's not your person. So if your person is giving you what you need, let her flip flop or let him flip flop. I personally don't agree with that, but that she's been flip flopping. But that, like I said, 2 hours they both will be telling us how they feel, and we'll go from there.
she got the whole
My
women of
person
coalition
is
behind all
whoever's the
day.
president. That's why I care so much about the policies. I want to listen to both sides and see what they both have to offer, because either or might win.
First woman
I'm not
black
saying
president.
I'm not saying that you should not care, but what I'm saying is a lot of times what I hear people say, well, why are they doing this or why are they doing that? If you are solidifying, unless you are on the fence and you saying, hey, I'm trying to decide who I really want to go for, that's something different. But if you are for Donald Trump and you feel like everything that he's saying is going to work for you, I mean, for me as a person, I want to hear what she has to say. Personally, is there some things that I want to hear? Right? There's some things she have said that I love. There's some things that she said that I'm not too fond of, right? But what I want to do today is I want to hear how she represents those policies. And she's not doing interviews, and I don't like that. This is not many times we can see her talk. So I want to see how she handles herself on that debate stage. But I already know what Donald Trump is about, like you said, 4 years. He was in office for 4 years, and if he's planning to do the same things that he did in 4 years, then I've already seen his policies, and I want to see what she's talking about.
Yeah, the spotlight is on her because she hasn't been doing any interviews. So everybody's gonna be watching to see what she got to offer. Like you said, we already know what Trump gonna do. But yeah, Kamala, let's go. Let's see.
Did she say why she not doing interviews?
No,
Because she ain't had no
because
policy.
you following her an awful lot. She might have your vote.
I follow
You know a lot
everybody.
about what she's not doing and doing.
I follow JFK Jr. Everybody or Kennedy.
Well, yeah, you mean Robert. But yeah, you know what? Like I said, hey, I'm not one of those type of people that think my politician is perfect. Never. Because I'm more critical of them than probably the other people. But what she says to me, I like to hear. Right? I'm in the I'm considered middle class. And I feel like the rich get taken care of and the poor get taken care of. And when she talks about the middle class, she talks about things that make sense to me. So, like I said, I think it was Brock that was talking about Donald Trump, and he was saying something about drilling, And he said because he's from the South, it makes sense for him to vote that way. So, like I said, people have to vote their interests and what makes sense to them. And if you really want to get the answers, you can find them. Because I've been on TikTok, I've been on YouTube, I've been looking at a lot of old clippings and a lot of different things about a lot of different candidates that I had no clue about. And not to say that that's fact checking, right? I don't want to go like that. Say that's how I get my news. But what I'm saying is, if you want to know something about people, it's a little easier for y'all now because back in the days we had a hard time finding out information on people. Google tells us everything we kind of really need to know.
She got a good chance of winning.
I want to agree with
Think
you,
so.
Devious. Look, back in the day, you had to go on what the news said about them, and you had to watch the debates. Actually, literally watch and see what their program was. Like, if somebody said, "Well, I'm going for this, I'm going for that," you had to actually watch it. Then you made an informed decision. I don't know if you remember that, but I do.
Oh yeah,
The
they
debates
didn't
back
have
in the day,
this
that's the only way we
24-hour
had.
news
It was
cycles
no Instagram, it was no none of that. You had to actually watch to see who, like, what the interests are, who your
or
interests
read the
are.
paper.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody reading no paper no more.
who you be with, like who you with.
Yeah.
My most important issue is the economy because I'm a new business owner. So if the economy not booming, my business.
Yeah, I mean, as a business owner, that makes sense for you. It's like I hear too many people say that, hey, all of this sounds good, but guess what? Blank, blank, blank. I'll be fair. And I'll say this, something that she said that kind of had me laughing like, hey, lady, how we going to pay for all of this? The stuff sounds good. 25,000 here, 6,000 here, blah, blah, blah here, 3,600 here. But for those people that first time home buyers, people that have newborn babies, child tax credit, that sounds great for them. And I'm not going to discourage it and say it's horrible. But I'm thinking like, wait a minute, where all this money coming from, and how much of it that am I gonna have to pay? So
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
did I
with
hear
you on
this?
that.
Did I hear this? Devious, there was a unborn child tax credit or something. Is that true? A
well,
unborn
what I heard,
child
what-
tax credit.
something I heard. It was two things I heard. I heard her say, for the first year of your baby, $6,000 first year, and then anybody that has what is it, income,
Earn
earned
income
income,
credit. Mm-hmm.
there you go. She said something like 3,600 for that.
Both of those
So
too. Yeah.
yeah, and then if you're a new first time home buyer, she said that she's gonna $25,000 for, and how they're gonna do that is they're going to give incentives to contractors and this and that to build.
Well, that don't make
So
sense. That don't make sense, Devious. If I'm a first home buyer, she gonna give the money to the builder?
no, 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 no. What she's
Uh,
saying
uh,
is like, because people were saying like, well, how they gonna do that? Because if you give $25,000 and this and that, and you already coming in the game, then it might be, like the rates might go up. You kind of see what I'm saying? So she's saying what she's gonna try to do to prevent people from saying, okay, well, we're going to up the price on the homes because there's an additional 25. So she said what she's going to try to do is the people that are developing and creating homes, she's going to give them breaks for creating these new homes. So they shouldn't have to go up on the prices. Do that kind of make sense?
yeah, but I thought that was gonna be for us. Like, if I'm a new home, okay, just hear me out. I'm a
Okay.
new home buyer, and I'm buying a home that's already, like, somebody's already lived in it already.
Oh, okay. I get what
I
you're
don't
saying
get the
that way.
25. I don't get.
Oh, you'll still get the 25,000. You'll still get that. But I guess what she's talking about the incentive also to create new homes. So you'll still get the 25,000 if you buying a house that already exists. Yeah, you'll still get that. But she's saying that they're she's what did she say? 3 million. I think she said she wanted to 3 million. I think it was 3 million. 3 million new homes that she wanted to have built to help the middle class.
I ain't gonna lie. If I get a home that's already been built, I want new toilets and everything. Y'all asses been sitting on it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just playing. But I know what you're saying. I got it. I got it.
So was that loan the same one, the zero down, zero interest, like they was giving?
Now I don't know. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I can break her policies down and give you I can't. I'm just telling you what she said. These were her talking points. You said something about the migrants.
Yeah, they was getting 100,000 zero down, zero interest. I don't know why she only giving the American people 25.
Now, what state was that happening in? Was that all the United States?
LA,
No, ain't nobody in LA. I'm
they
sorry.
said they gave out 2,000 of them. 2,000.
You gotta send the link to that one. Cause I'm from LA.
Yeah, wait, what
And
was we talking about like a week ago when we was talking about the home buyers program? First it was offered to the immigrants. First it was offered to them, and then no, first it was offered to the residents, and now they're opening it up to the immigrants. What was that program? Y'all remember?
yeah, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. I can't remember the program it was, but yeah, we were talking about it like a week ago in the morning show. It was a program that was first it was given to they opened it up to the Americans, and they ran out of money. Basically, they used up all the money and everything, and then they came back, and now they're doing it for they're calling them illegal immigrants, but they have to have a taxpayer ID or social security number to qualify for the program. So it's like we were saying, how is that illegal immigrants if they have social security cards and tax programs?
And these are illegal and these are not people these are people that are coming here illegally and not don't have no paperwork or not.
No, but see, that's the thing. That's where the catch-22 was, because we're like, if they got social security numbers, then they gotta have paperwork.
Yeah.
So once they get to the shelter in the cities,
I'm
the
gonna look and see if I can
sanctuary
find the link.
cities, they was the ones giving out ID, driver licenses, and a social security card is a sanctuary.
Well, yeah, one thing that California did pass is California IDs for I hate to use that term, immigrants. We did pass that law out here so that supposedly for car accidents, at least if you have ID that can kind of track you or whatever have you. So I do know that exists. Um, and Social Security is really the way Social Security is being used now is really bad.
You talk about all over or just in California?
Well, I only can speak for California, but a friend of mine told me this a long time ago, and I didn't understand it. She's from another country, so she was like, "I'm gonna bring my father over here and get him on Social Security." And I was like, "Wait a minute, how does that work? He didn't pay into the system." So I just assumed that she didn't know what she was doing, and I'm starting to hear about a lot of people here, like from different communities, that are they just coming here and they're getting on Social Security, and I don't know how that works.
Oh no. And they're talking
Yeah.
about we might hear not hear
Policies.
nothing for
It's
real.
the
How does
incentive, yeah, it's the policy, but this the incentive to get people to.
But I think that's what the conversation was last week, wasn't it? When we were talking about like what's the immigrants like? What are they getting at? Like, why shouldn't they have to have these credentials and they should just get it off the bat? I think that's all in the same conversation that was being had.
Okay, that must be what Reese was talking about. I wasn't here for that one.
Because if you need
Uh,
20 million extra votes, you're gonna do it.
Who was going hardcore on that conversation? That might have been Naughty.
It was in Ebony. Remember when we was talking about it, Bumpy, about
Yeah.
yeah, we was like, how does that work when they got, how are they illegal and they got social security numbers and everything? Like,
And everybody pushed back like, well, why shouldn't they have all of this? And if they're as long as they're not
mm-hmm.
doing anything bad, they should be able to do it as long as they. Yeah, I remember the conversation.
And that's always a tricky conversation, right? Because I do understand that, America is the land of milk and honey. But then I also look at it like after a while, we're not going to be able to provide that milk and honey even for the American citizens if we continue to allow people to come over openly, right?
Can I come over?
So, I mean, I get it. There's a lot of people that's escaping some serious situations, but
Is that what that means? If we give an immigrant Social Security, that's one American that's not going to get it.
I don't know, Ro, but I've always assumed, or I was always taught that, we pay into Social Security, and always hear these politicians talking about that Social Security is so bad that about time we retire, it ain't, it's gonna be the pot gonna be empty. So it's like if not too many people was putting in it, I'm assuming that pot is gonna be dwindling away.
Yeah, it's not that the next person won't get it. It's when the money runs out. No,
Yeah, I
Got you.
think the last time. Oh. I think the last time we had a surplus in Social Security was when Bill Clinton was in office. He left us with a pretty stable economy, I would say.
and that Social Security money is also traded on the stock.
They got a machine that make money.
Well, yeah, your birth certificate and Social Security is the stocks and bonds, and that's where the money comes from. Is every citizen in the United States is a stock and a bond. That's where.
Explain
Well,
that, bro. What you saying? Like you saying they using people?
It's not that they're using people; they're using you as. That's why when you die, you get a life insurance policy and all that. They take that a life insurance policy out on you, and once you die, they get the money. They do it on, but it's a lot more to.
Yeah, hold up. All right, so I found it. It say the California State Senate has passed a bill providing undocumented immigrants up to 150,000 in state supported home loans. So the California Senate passed a controversial bill Tuesday that will allow some migrants in the country illegally to secure first-time home buying loans. If Assembly Bill 1840 becomes law, migrants could participate in a lottery system that will provide them up to 20% in down payment assistance or closing costs up to 150,000.
I got a question. So you gotta be born in a whole another country to get them type of benefit.
Yeah,
That's a
that's what it
Fendi.
said.
That ain't fair.
But from my understanding from the conversation, I believe I remember someone saying that This is the second go around. The first go around was to the American citizens, and they ran out of money, or they used it all up, or something like that. And then they came back with this one, I guess, for the immigrants. But yeah, that was the that's what we was talking about.
Is that
And then it's
law or are they voting on that?
no, it's supposed to be a vote. It say that Governor Newsom, a strong party loyalness, may ultimately veto the bill. So I don't, yeah, they
Yeah, he
supposed to be voting on
usually
it.
giving out money. I wonder why he trying to veto it.
Mm.
What you got up top, Reese?
All right, yeah, let's move on. Appreciate the conversation though, DVS, as always. Thank you for enlightening, educating us. LV, appreciate the input as well, my brother.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was dope. We're gonna need these conversations leading up to the election because things change every day, and we never know. Surprise, surprises. Bro, this is what's his name? Tory Lanez. All right, let me get to it. I don't have my headphones on, but hold up.
Yeah, I don't think it's no audio. He wrote something, but it's kind of small. The text is.
Yeah, so Tory Lanez response. So y'all, did y'all talk about Tory Lanez cell being raided for the tapes he recorded?
I
Did
didn't
y'all
hear
talk
I
about
I
that?
anything.
haven't heard it.
Oh, all right, yeah. So I did see like a couple days ago or something that they raided his cell in jail, and apparently he been making these voice over notes like on a tape, like on cassette tapes, and they raided his cell and they took all his tapes, and it was a lot of them. He had a couple tapes, and like he it was like it's like a journal, but he was doing it on tapes and telling like what was going on and all of that, like that's how he was recording. So they raided his cell and they took all the tapes out. So Tory Lanez responded, and he said that he was after the cell raid. Tory responds by paying for 476 inmates to have legal representations with the prison tapes. So it is long, but I'm gonna read some of it. Hold on, let me turn my screen up. All right, it say the rumors are true. The prison tapes will be discontinued. It's a further notice. So I guess his fans or people that was keeping up with him, he's speaking to them because they're aware of his prison tapes. So, however, I think it's important that my fans know the truth about the crooked ass shit that's really going on in here. My cell was not raided and trashed because I learned how to record myself in prison or because I created the prison tapes. I was shut down because the huge ups because the higher ups figure out what I was really doing with the prison tapes and how many inmates were being helped in a life changing maybe hold on, this shit yo being helped in a life changing way because of them. So he says, since the first day I was incarcerated, I've seen blacks and other minorities receive the most cruel, illegal, and unfair punishment slash treatment. For so many nights, I asked God to reveal his purpose in making me go through this prison system. I was later shown that purpose. I was placed in a jail suffering to feel and to witness firsthand pain and oppression. Being affiliated upon the young black and brown men and women of my generation, I know I had to change this injustice. So I made a plan that when I got to prison, I would figure out a way to record music and put all the proceeds towards the legal representation of my fellow inmates, giving them a once in a lifetime chance to go home to their families on appeal and resentencing. Although the higher ups have stopped the prison tapes temporarily, they were too late to stop my overall plan. Since the month of July, I've offered legal representation for 472 inmates and actively reopened 476 cases with the help of legal firm Unite the People. So many inmates will be returned to their families and loved ones. I'm naming this the Hands of God Project. Lastly, they know I'm a wait a minute, I gotta pull it up again. Lastly, they know I'm a great lastly, they know I'm a threat and they don't want me saying or doing this. So if anything happens to me, just know I went out in a blaze of glory trying to hold up, y'all. Revolutionize the end of a mass incarceration era on our people. That was
Thank
Tory
you,
Lane.
Reese, because that was hella little. Even with
Wasn't
my
it?
glasses, I could barely see it. I'm like, God damn, they could have blew this up or something. Thank you.
Yes. No problem.
Oh, that's dope that he in there. Has anybody heard his tapes? Nobody has
No,
heard.
I know I haven't. I just heard of him when he got raided.
Mm,
But he said to my fans as if, they knew what was going on. If you was a fan and you followed them, I guess
yeah,
they
I'm
was
sure.
aware. Yeah.
I've seen
That's
that
dope.
Instagram post, and the like you said, the writing was so bad. I just said forget it.
Right.
I know. Blaring. Like, gosh. He's very intelligent though. Like, salute to Tory, man. We gotta get
That's
him out of there.
cool.
476 inmates he's paying. Is that what it said? 476 he's paying for their representation?
Yeah. And getting more people like retrials and shit. That's dope.
That's a beautiful thing. Free Tory.
So did y'all see the people? I think that's Ohio. Now they saying that the Haitian people are eating duck heads and shit. Let me post the link.
It's nasty.
Okay, we're gonna play this and then we're gonna talk.
Wait, it's not playing. Hold up.
Want me to get?
Yeah, it's playing on my other phone, but not this one.
That like a guy like me has to come out from doing, and I'm getting out here every day, and I think it's like kind of odd that like a guy like me has to come out from doing what I do on a daily basis to have fun because I see what's going on in these streets, and I see you guys just sitting up there in them comfy chairs and suits, and like, and I'm getting out here every day, and I'm broadcasting this, and you guys are just sitting up there in suits or something. Like, I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into, they flipping cars in the middle of the street. And I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like, who's getting paid from it. I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. They dropping, you got a bunch of people on a bus getting dropped off at a gas station to come down here. I know a single mom that FaceTimed me tonight, FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. And it's nothing but immigrants over there. And I don't even want to like seem like I'm coming down on the immigrants because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them. Like, y'all get the Highway State Patrol down here every week, and then y'all get like a task force for the Highway State Patrol, and they look for guns and they look for dope and this and that and the fourth. That same people that y'all got riding up and down Limestone doing U-turns, pulling people over for blinkers and pulling people over for like going left to center and like a couple miles over, like y'all can take them same people, the Highway State Patrol, and you can take them in every single one of their silver Chargers and Dodge Durangos, and y'all can take them to Sunset, and y'all can park them right over there, and y'all can teach people how to drive. Since the Highway State Patrol knows so much know so much about traffic laws and know what to do in traffic, they need to. Y'all pay them. They can go over there and teach these Haitians how to drive because it's getting a bro. I'm getting thousands of views on these, and it's going to get bigger and it's only going to get worse. And y'all sitting up there in these chairs, all y'all need to get out here and do something. Y'all making hundreds of $1,000s. Y'all need to put on a t-shirt and some Crocs, and then y'all need to come out here in these streets and y'all need to go out here and I'm out here before the police is. Like, y'all need to do something, bro. Y'all really got to stand on business. Y'all getting paid all this money just to wear a suit and sit in a chair. I think it's crazy, bro. We got to do something, bro. It's kids out here getting hurt. Like, only reason I even went on here and said something about it is because somebody told me they walking from the school and a Haitian almost ran into them. And who is getting paid? Like, how much money is y'all really getting paid, like, to bring them over here? Like, I know it's deeper than them. I know that's where they come from, and that's what they do. That's their country. I don't know what they got going on over there, but they can't do that over here. And if y'all just getting paid from it and then y'all ain't doing nothing about it, I think that's super weird, bro. Y'all got to stand on business. Y'all got to really, like, step up. Like, it's lame, bro. Like, for real.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
I think it's like,
So that was
Go ahead, LV. You was coming off mic.
no,
I was
that
gonna
was
say
me.
305. I need
That was a man. Let me see. A resident who has serious concerns about the behavior of some Haitian immigrants. One particular alarming claim is that these migrants have been stealing family pets and ducks from city parks to eat them. This has added to the already tense atmosphere in the community, with many residents calling for immediate action and thorough investigations. There are also complaints of increased housing and auto insurance costs, criminal activities, drug related problems, and the creation of squatter communities. One resident complained that they are literally squatting on her front lawn. but they're saying that this isn't happening. So what y'all think?
Yeah, I did see. I don't know. I forgot where I seen it at, and I seen somebody going around asking the residents, um, did it happen? And a lot of the residents were saying no, that wasn't true. It wasn't true. But then we see another post with the Hell's Angels going down there.
Wait, wait.
I didn't see
You
that
saw the
part.
one where they were talking about the Venezuelans, right? Not the Haitians, because I did see
Oh
it.
yeah, the Venezuelans. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what it was. That's what it
Yeah, that
was.
was the
Okay, okay, okay.
Venezuelans over there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
these are the Haitian ones. I did see the post about the pets and shit, but is there any news reports or is this just like, people kind of reporting?
Right, so that's the thing. So the Ohio police have no credible reports of Haitian immigrants harming pets, contradicting J.D. Vance's claims. So the J.D. Vance, he is the senator from Ohio. Let me see. No, he's not the senator from Ohio. Vance is the one that's running with Trump, right?
Yeah, he from Ohio.
Oh, okay. So he is from Ohio too. So he posted a picture of a man carrying a duck. It appears to be a Haitian man, and he carrying like a dead duck in his hand down the street. Some man took the picture a couple weeks ago and was just saying the crazy things that you see in Ohio, and all the Republicans have used this picture and making it seem like the Haitians are killing pets in Ohio, but the police are saying that it's not true. But this is another case of the city saying that the allegations aren't true, but people in video is showing something different.
Well, I know when I saw that Venezuelan one, it just seemed like a lot of people, they were like, hey, I fear for my life type stuff, so I'm not going to say too much. So I don't know as far as if there's any violence with the Haitian community or whatever, like they're putting on the Venezuelans. But a lot of people in the one I saw, and this is just, directed towards the Venezuelan incident, they didn't really want to speak on it. Somebody was speaking through like a window, through the blind with little people. Like you can,
Yeah, that's what I
like, you
seen.
saw that
Yeah,
one?
yeah. They was like, no, ain't none of that happen over here. Yep. I
But
haven't
the one
heard.
through the blind said, "Yeah, I hear shit every day. I just, this
Mm-hmm.
is what it is. You know what I mean?" But everybody else is like, "No, no, no comprende, no, no." Like,
Yes.
so that may
But
be a case, Rosetta. You said that the city's saying yes, but the residents are like, no. So.
Yeah.
no, in this
Mhm.
So
case, yeah,
Cruz
yeah. In this
wrote
case,
on
the city
his thing.
saying, "Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry."
I'm sorry. Cruz wrote on his Twitter, "Please vote for Trump so Haitian immigrants don't eat us." That's fucked up.
What, Cruz wrote that?
Yeah,
Wow.
and
And that's
it's
crazy to put that
yeah.
on, you know what I mean? If it's just one random person caught on picture with a duck. Did the duck die before and he just said, well, shit, let me not waste this duck?
Wait,
Nah, I
is
don't know.
DVS is Ohio a swing state?
Um, I don't think so. I'm sorry, I was talking to somebody, but I don't think Ohio is a swing state.
Oh, okay. About to
So the
say Trump and his
Springfield
shit.
city website says that it's not true that the Haitian immigrants are here legally under the immigration parole program. That's
Isn't
crazy.
Cruz the one where Trump talked about his daddy and his wife? They were
Yeah.
into it, and then he came back kissing Trump's ass.
Mm-hmm. It says as many as 20,000 Haitian immigrants have arrived in the Springfield area in recent years, and although they've helped to revitalize the city, there have been protests reported this month. In May, a jury found a Haitian immigrant guilty of causing a school bus crash that killed an 11-year-old boy.
Damn.
But this is just like what is that news? Fox News, where they could take a story and twist it around and have people believe in something that's not true. Let me see it. I've seen a picture of the
Mm-hmm.
man with the duck. Let me find what's going on, y'all. Y'all ready for this debate?
But they about to start live streaming at 8 o'clock over here. I don't start until 9 though, right? I don't think it starts at 9, but they
Yeah,
gonna start live streaming
Eastern
everybody.
Pacific time.
But it's going up at 8. They gonna start.
Do y'all know if Tink is going to run it through No Room for the Week, or is she in the room?
Nope, she was. Nope. She was
Okay.
talking. She came up talking about it though. She should run it because I think a lot of people want to hear it.
Right.
hmm Yeah, they should definitely run it over there. How long is the debates?
I think it's about 90 minutes.
Oh, okay. That ain't bad.
Anything other than that is good.
Yeah.
I don't even want to hear all of that. Get to the point. Let's go.
Okay.
Who's DVS? Who's moderating it?
I don't know. It's on ABC, but I'm not familiar with those names.
They need somebody good, right, Tasha?
I know, huh?
They should
Yeah.
have got Samuel L. Jackson so he could say, "Motherfucker, I said shut up."
Somebody that'll get to it real quick. Listen, that's not what
Yup.
I asked you.
Somebody stern.
But they did agree to cut the mics so that, when one person is talking, you can't talk over them.
Oh, that's smart, cause you know he gonna try to talk over.
But you know what's the funny part? Her team didn't want them to cut the mics. And
What?
I didn't, no. And he didn't want to cut, he didn't want the mics to be cut, but his team wanted the mics cut. And I didn't understand that. Some of the commentators were saying that maybe they wanted him to look a certain kind of way by cutting her off. You kind of see what I mean?
Mm,
To
okay.
kind of like a strategy of like, look at how, I don't
As a
know. Let me
woman,
not even make,
like as a woman
yeah,
type thing. Yeah, yeah.
possibly. I don't know. But they both conceded that the mics is going to be cut off. He wanted a crowd. They said no crowd, no notes. So they can't bring notes to the table. They can have a pen and pad, but they can't bring no pre debate notes.
And the moderators will be World News Tonight anchor David Murr and ABC's News Locker Lindsay.
Yeah, I've never heard of. You said I want somebody hard and stern.
So it looked like Trump won
Yes.
a coin toss and was able to choose the order of statements. Trump will offer the last closing statement. Closing statements will be 2 minutes per candidate. There will be no opening statement.
And that's a good look too, because you got the last thing to say at the end of the night.
Yeah, so that's what Trump get that. And both Trump and Harris will have 2 minutes to answer each question with a 2 minute rebuttal. They'll have an additional minute for a follow up, clarification, or response. And like Devious
Uh,
said, the mic will be live when it's their turn to speak. It will be muted when the other candidate is using their time. Only moderators will be allowed to ask questions.
I'm anticipating this, but I got a feeling that it's not gonna be as hype as I want it to be. Last time he called Hillary, what did he call her? Forgot what he called her, but he told that's when all that lock her up stuff. He said if I was the president, you'd be in jail.
DVS, remember when he said something about Hunter and Joe Biden came from behind that podium and told him, "Hey, that's my kid you talking about."
Yeah. Hey, them
They was
two
about to
have
fight.
some pretty. Yeah, they
They was
have
about
some
to
pretty
fight
explosive. Yeah, Joe Biden really don't like. They don't really like each other.
at all because he
Cause
was
he
like,
told him, yeah,
like we can get out right now. Say something else about my son.
yeah. Joe Biden said something. This was like maybe about the last election. He told him he'll take him. He said, "Meet me in the back alley and we can fight this out." And I don't. And like you said about his son, I don't think that he appreciated the fact that he was bashing his son.
The truth can't be considered.
Yeah, I know. But even if your son was doing something horrible, you don't want nobody else talking about it.
No, he was saying some egregious stuff about his son. It had nothing to do with what he got in trouble for. Like he was just making up stuff as he was going along. Sound like to me.
Remember in the Republican
No, he
debate?
got caught smoking cracks.
But even remember when he was running for president the first time, when Donald Trump insinuated that Ted Cruz's father had something to do with the disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa
Yeah. He talked about Ted Cruz family so bad. They were
and
into
his
it.
wife.
That's why I was like, how is Ted supporting him after all of that? He talked about his wife. He
Yeah.
dirty with it. But they're very petty. When Alec Baldwin was going through that this little ordeal, with the gun or whatever, his
Hmm.
son, I think it was Eric, not Donald Jr., but he was selling shirts online saying guns don't kill people, Alec Baldwin does. They just petty.
Oh, yeah. But see, that's the thing. It's like it's a part of me, like you know how Michelle Obama say, "We don't go low, we go high," and all this. It's a part of me that kind of don't want. I know that she can't do it, but it's a part of me that kind of want to see her match energy for energy, right? Don't don't like when he say certain things and then she take the higher road. I kind of don't want to see that, but that might not be a good political stance, right? She look angry up there. You know, she can't come off as too aggressive.
Nope, she ain't gonna be able to do. Mm-mm-mm. That's a
Yeah.
shame. Yeah, you right about that. So we won't have no people on this side clapping their hands, standing up in blue with the blue ties, and on this side with the red ties. They ain't going for none of that, huh? I just looked and said I didn't even know where it was at. Normally, a lot of times they have a lot of that stuff at like the convention center, but I just looked. They having it at the Independence Hall, which is a little smaller. So I guess not. It's at the National Convention thing, the
I
Constitution
I
Center.
know you tired of all them campaign ads because they've been killing y'all, huh?
Oh my gosh, I don't be paying attention to that stuff, Devious. I ain't gonna
Thank
lie.
God, California. We'll get it probably probably start getting it in October, but because y'all a battleground, I know y'all get ads and ads,
Hmm.
mail.
Look, they just the debate. They said they was gonna start the debate at 8 to go live. From at 7 o'clock, they just had this whole hour of battleground on. Like they got a whole battleground going on, and now they about to start the live debate. I mean, well, they gonna start the debate. Not gonna start till 9, but they going live at 8. So yeah, so 7 o'clock. So we gotta go from what 7 to 10, 11, cause the news ain't gonna come on after the debate. They gonna have an after party debate.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cause
Yep.
JD Vance and somebody else supposed to do something right after the debate.
Mhm.
I wonder
Yeah,
how that's gonna look when the VPs do theirs. It don't seem like too many people's interested in that.
Probably nah. Everybody want to see this. They want to see the main event. Trump and Kamala. I can't wait till it's over.
What'd you
Y'all
say,
think she
Reese?
gonna
I
do?
didn't hear you.
I said I just can't wait till it's over. Like the traffic is horrible out here. My bad, LV. Go ahead.
I said, y'all think she gonna do that little?
We didn't hear the last part, or I didn't hear the last
You
part.
went out.
That's it.
Yeah. You said you think she gonna do the what?
Uh-oh, he must be in the matrix.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with his mic. Must have not been meant for you to say. We don't know what he about to say. Well, that look like that's it for the South. That's us. Sheesh.
Good room today, Reese.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to all of y'all, all the mods. Appreciate y'all
Salute, salute.
pulling up. Yeah, we had a decent dialogue. I love it. None of the shenanigans.
We will be back with shenanigans though, guys. Don't trip.
I'm telling you.